What is up guys, this is Studio back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest EvolutionX ROMs build, and this is the 1st August 2022 build, the latest update as of right now, and of course based on Android 12L. If you want to take a look at the changelogs, here are they, and you can find some minor changes I can say, but yes, there are plenty of changes over here and you can read them out from here, but I'll show you how is the overall experience of this ROM. And right now only the main change is the always on display or the ambient display will stay at 60 Hz. Earlier it was draining a little bit more battery because it was on 72 Hz, I guess. Whenever you are using the screen at 72 Hz, I'll talk about the refresh rate experience. This is how the about section looks like. By the way, I'm using the nothing font, that's why you are seeing all these things are in the nothing font, and we have the EvolutionX logo up top. Then we get the Android version as Android 12 showing up. If I make this clock to this 12 o'clock, this is the newer kind of Android 12L Easter egg. Looks beautiful. Let me go back. We have the EvolutionX version as 6.6 Hellfire Stealth and Rafael official build. And here we have the security patch of July 5th, 2022, not quite August yet, but that's fine. And we have the stock kernel is the Soviet Star kernel. Here is the build date again, 1st August. The maintainer is still Stalix, and here is the build number, and the SNX status shows as enforcing. By the way, with the nothing font, the only thing which matters is this is how the always on display looks like. It looks amazingly beautiful, and we have this nothing kind of font. And yes, you are getting this nothing font on your Redmi K20 Pro. This one first came with the Rise Droid ROM, but right now you are also getting it in the EvolutionX ROM, so that's great. Also the fingerprint scanner and stuff should be working perfectly fine here. By the way, jumping into the system settings, we have the front camera settings, and here we have the sound effects for the front camera popping out. And we also have the gesture settings. Here we have the quick tap, then we have the quickly open camera, the system navigation gestures. In the settings, we have the advanced gesture options too, so you can enable the extended swipe action style. And we have the back gesture, haptic animation, and space under the keyboard. You can set it to default, narrow or hidden. And we have the gesture indicator. The swipe to invoke assistant is also working fine. And we have the left edge, right edge customization, and the back gesture amount of height to be used. And we have the pill length and the pill radius customization. I have changed that. That's why you are seeing this thick and long pill bar, I would say. Let me go back. We have the 2-button and 3-button navigation as well. Then we have the swipe to take screenshot, and with this, let me actually show you. You have the share edit delete option, and we have the Google Lens option too. And we also have the double tap and the prevent ringing option as well. The system updater is also still present, and you can check for updates whenever a newer update is there. It will show up over here. By the way, talking about flashing this ROM, you will find the guides for that in the description. Do not worry. But let me tell you, you cannot use this updater if you are decrypted. So only for encrypted users, I will recommend using this updater. This is how again it looks like. It is the pixel launcher, pretty familiar you should be. And to the left, we also get the Google Discover page. Swiping up will be getting you to the app drawer, and swiping down gets you to the notification or the quick setting panel. Now again, this is what I do not like about this ROM, is that in the quick setting panel still stays dark in the light theme too. That kind of looks weird to me, but yes, in the dark theme too, it stays this pitch black kind of look. The widgets in the home screen are working fine, and all the animations are just working perfectly fine if you're looking at it. As you can see, I'm using this battery widget. By the way, you can just search it in the settings. Just go into the widgets and search battery. This is the widget that I'm using, and with that, as you are noticing, it shows your phone's battery, and also it shows your headphones or Bluetooth headsets battery right here. That's really cool. And we can also go into the clock widget and stuff, and all the animations everywhere is working perfectly fine. No problems whatsoever. Now talking about double tap to sleep, yes, anywhere in the home screen you do not get that because this is the pixel launcher, and in the settings, this is the settings that you get. You can only disable the suggestion and stuff, that's it. But for the double tap to sleep, you have to double tap on the status bar, then you can make the phone sleep. And again, this is how the always on display looks with the default font, by the way. And of course, double tap to wake is working fine, and double tap to sleep is working fine as well. And again, the fingerprint scanner speed is not a problem over here. The fingerprint scanner works perfectly fine. And yes, you can change the animation and the icon of this FOD if you want to. Talking about the InCallUI, this is how it looks. And here we have the call recording option too, if you want to use that right here. VoLTE calling should be working perfectly fine here. Now let's talk about the quick setting panel. Yes, we still have those amazing amount of toggles, and we have the FPS info and stuff appearing over there, and we have the reading mode, the refresh rate, anti-flicker or de-slimming, the live display. You can control it from right here. You can put it to automatic or this outdoor brightness that will make the display really bright. And we also have the data saver, battery saver, the screen recorder option is there, and of course it does this kind of animation, and every time I just tap on each option there is a little bit of haptic feedback that feels awesome. And the always on display, you can have it on charge too, and we have the heads up, do not disturb, the flashlight, auto rate, hotspot, the normal stuff, dark theme, night light, and we have the Bluetooth headset, and the Bluetooth headset's battery shows up on the quick setting panel top 2, and in the status bar as well it shows the battery percentage or the battery bar actually for the Bluetooth headsets. By the way, this is how the power menu looks like, and the animation is seamless, it looks beautiful I would say. And we have the advanced reboot option, you can directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot from right here. Now yes, talking about the customization, you will find all the customizations in here. There are plethora amount of customization like the fonts and stuff, and then again you are gonna get this nothing dot and this nothing dot normal font, and plethora of icon packs are there, signal icons styles are there, also have the Wi-Fi icon style, then we have the icon shapes, and again amazing amount of customization. Even for the nav bar you can do, if you're using the 3-button nav bar, you can actually customize that from right here, whatever look you want. Also this black theme is the pitch black option, and we have the monet theme engine customization and the dark theme enabling or disabling option. In the status bar as well, we have amazing amount of customization. In terms of the battery styles, you will get these much of the battery styles. I have been using with the landscape R style 8, this one, and this is how it looks with that. So yeah, amazing amount of battery icons that you will get over here. You can switch between all of these, and we have the battery percentage inside or next to the icon. By the way, all the customizations are still present, no issues whatsoever with, and you will still have the fingerprint scanner icons, and there are plethora of options. Also we have the UDFPS custom animations, and these are the animations that you can choose from. Also in the MISC settings, we are going to get the charging animation, the screen off animation, unlimited Google Photos, unlock higher FPS in games. Also there is that ignore secure level flags, and we have the USB configuration. You can set it to file transfer and leave it that way. If it feels really convenient for you, you can do that. Now it's time that I talk about battery replacement experience with my Redmi K20 Pro. As you guys know, I have been using this device for about 3 years now I guess, and the original battery I have got about 750 cycles with that, and I used to shoot videos with 4K 60 FPS and stuff. Because of that my device used to get a lot hot, and afterwards why I changed the battery, you may ask. Because my device used to get shut down after 50%, like below 50% if it gets, and if I do some task like watching YouTube even, that used to make my device shut it down and completely. If I'm outside I'm really stuck, because even if I press a power button, like press and hold the power button, it will only show the boot logo, then it will shut down again. It doesn't like do anything. When I plug in the device again, it used to show 0%, then it charged like to 30 to 40% in like 2 minutes. That's really weird, but yeah, if I plug it out again, like after 40% or below 40%, again the device used to get switched off. With 750 charging cycles, this is what happened to me. So that's why I have replaced the battery from the service center. And let me tell you my experience. Well, overall, I would say it was good, but yes, they take a lot of time. At the first day, they have like seated me down for about 3 hours. Then they said like they have only one battery for the K20 Pro, and then they actually said that that battery is not good. They have tested that. So afterwards they have told me to come next week, and I have gone to the service center next week, which was like Monday this week. So yeah, I went to the service center and they just asked me from where I bought it. I just said I bought it from Flipkart, and that's it. I did not need to give even any invoice or something because it was already out of warranty. But yes, it was, or it is still in pristine condition. It doesn't have any flaws even after changing the battery. So yeah, overall I will give it a 5 out of 5 like rating after replacing the battery from the service center, because my back glass does not even like seem like it has been opened. Quality of their work is great. So yeah, the charging was really slow for my device. So if your device charges really slow with even a fast charger like a 33-watt charger that I use, even that used to charge the device really slow. But after replacing the battery, the charging speed has increased drastically, and right now it charges in a blink that I am really like afraid to charge this device because it gets hot. I am not gonna lie, it gets hot, but it charges just too fast. I mean, just look at this. From 48% to 80%, I have seen it charging about at 4300 mAh straight. It just booking out there. That charging is just like going out there in a couple of minutes. it will be at like almost full charge. The charging speed has increased with the newer battery a lot. I have no complaints with the charging right now, the charging speed I mean, with the 33-watt charger, and above 80 to 90% while it charges above 2500 mAh. That's just huge. And even when charging from 90 to 100%, it charges from 1500 mAh to like 1400 1300 around. I would say even the trickle charging is really fast over here right now. So yeah, the charging experience has been good. Now let me talk about the cost. They have charged me 1273 rupees for the original battery in total, including the GST. Yes, in the website it shows 699. That's just not true. You will have to pay GST, service charge, and all the battery cover and things like that. That's written in the bill. So yeah, you have to pay all those. The roundup cost is 1273 rupees. I know it's a custom ROM video, but still I just wanted to give you the whole information of my experience of replacing the K20 Pro's battery. The battery charging cycles shows for me as one cycle, if you're noticing. So yeah, earlier it was 750 charging cycles. If you guys have seen my videos, and battery temperature of course shows up, and we have the battery optimization, and from here you can like handle Power Apps battery optimization, and we have the idle manager. Then we have the battery charge warning too, smart charging option, but I do not recommend using this because some people had problems earlier using this. So yeah, if you don't need it, I would say don't touch that. And we have the battery usage right here. But talking about the battery life, let me show you with the Accu battery app I have tested with. I have been getting about 8 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time. So that's the pro of getting a new battery. I'm getting 8+ hours or 8.5 hours of screen on time right now with 72 Hz running all day long on the Redmi K20 Pro. That's just insane. And in the health section, if you're noticing right now, the battery health shows as 95%, even though I replaced the battery like 2 days ago. So yeah, that's how it is, and that's how I'm getting the estimated capacity over here. But if you look at the charging speed, I don't know, I'm not sure how it will show. 1000 mAh average. So yeah, pretty much fast charging is amazingly working fine right now. No problems with the battery anymore for me. In the sound and vibration, we have the media call, ring, etc. volume controls. By the way, this is how the volume panel looks like, and expand the volume panel just like this. Also, the headphone switching option is there, and this is how the animation looks. Just look at it, how beautiful this animation looks. And we have the do not disturb, the phone ringtone changing option, and the ringtone vibration pattern changing option. All of these, and we have the dial pad tones, the screen locking sound, charging sound, etc. Also, we have the vibration, and we have the Power App volume control if you want to enable that. Also, there is a Mi sound enhancer, and with that, with the youth edition, the sound quality via the headphone jack was great. And choose a preset option is there, and you can go with bass booster if you want to. And the enable hi-fi option is also there. There is a haptic feedback, and you can customize the level of the haptic feedback it's giving you. And here we have the clear speaker option. You can enable that, and if your speakers are muffled up, you can clear them out. In the display settings, again, we have the brightness level, adaptive brightness, extra dim feature. In the lock screen settings, let me tell you, there is that advanced settings. And from here, if you have always on display disabled, you can enable this pickup. That's why, like, once you put your phone in the desk and once you pick it up on your hand, it will wake up the screen just like this on the always on display. Looks beautiful, I would say. And we have the dark theme and the pocket detection and stuff. Then we have the font size, display size, normal stuff, wallpaper zoom effect. And we have the live display option, and anti-flicker or de-dimming you can get from right here. Also, there is the color calibration, the picture adjustment options. Let me go back. We have the minimum refresh rate. You can set it to 72 Hz if you want all day 72 Hz. And we have the maximum refresh rate on 72 Hz. Also, there is a low power refresh rate mode, and you can set it to 60 Hz. Let me give you a demo. Like right now, it's running at 72 FPS if you're noticing that over here. And right now, if I just enable the battery saver quickly, as you can see, the display has switched to 60 Hz. It even drops the FPS below that once you have the battery saver enabled. As you can see, right now it's running at 12 FPS. So yeah, with the battery saver, it will save a lot of battery, and your FPS will drop whenever you are not using the display or whenever you are not touching the display. Now, also we have the double tap to wake, the prevent ringing, wake up on plug, the screen of FOD, everything is working fine. There is a display cutout option, but I don't know why would you use that. Let me go back from here. We have the wallpapers and styles. In here, we have the wallpaper colors. I don't know why it shows only 2 colors over here, maybe because of the wallpaper itself. We have the dark theme and the themed icons, and then the app grid option is there. Up to 5x5 app grid is there. Now, inside security, in the settings of it, we have the quick unlock option. There is a lock after screen timeout, and the power button instantly locks. And then we have the face unlock and fingerprint option. In here we can set up the face unlock. So let me just quickly do that, and let's point the device towards my face. And as you can see, face unlock is set up, and if I go into the settings of it, we can set it to when swiping up on lock screen. And in here, let me show you, there is the app lock. For that you have to go into the advanced settings, then stock lock options, and the app lock will appear. Then you just tap the fingerprint scanner and you can go into the protected apps section. And as you can see, Google Photos and stuff is there. I have locked a couple of apps, but let me show you how the face unlock works. And before that, here, if I double tap, as you can see, the lock screen will appear. And if I swipe up only, then it will pop out the front camera and use the face unlock. And the face unlock speed is perfectly fine, no problems whatsoever. Because of the motorized front camera, it takes a little bit more time when compared to a normal device which has a front camera right here. So yeah, but the fingerprint scanner is perfectly fine. It's working perfectly fine, I would say. And even with the app lock too, this is how the UI looks like of the app lock. Whether this bug is still present whenever I open a lock tab, it will open the settings in the background for some reason. But yeah, whenever I touch the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it has unlocked that particular app. No problems whatsoever with the app lock. Almost forgot to talk about the stock camera. And yes, the stock camera is not that interesting because you are getting the old kind of Google camera. I did not even open it. This is the camera that you are getting. So yeah, pretty boring. That's why I have installed the newer Gcam, and this is the Gcam 8.5, I guess. And with that, I have been getting amazing experience. It has all this 0.66 or ultra wide angle lens switching option, works perfectly fine. Even the main sensor is working fine, and the 2x zooming option is there, and that should be working fine too. Also, there is the 1x 2x switching option for like digital zooming, and also the night sight is there. And if you switch to the front camera, just notice this is how the front camera looks. And yes, the front camera is not a problem at all. It looks perfectly fine. And in the portrait mode as well, you can switch, and there is that illumination for the front camera and stuff. So yeah, that works perfectly fine. And we also have the face smoothing option. This camera is taking perfectly good pictures, I would say. And you can see the shutter speed, it's perfectly fine. And yeah, it is a really fast kind of camera, no problems that I have had. Now let's talk about the overall performance. And yes, the display is, if you're looking at it with the TestUFO website, it is running at 72 or 73 Hertz over here it shows. But yeah, it's 72 Hertz, I would say. And here, let me open Play Store, and even there, scrolling should be fine. It's a little bit lagging, I would say, right now. For some reason, I don't know why. It didn't lag like with my normal usage, I would say. But yeah, let me open Twitter as well. Let's just go to the top, and in here, if I scroll, once everything loads up, the scrolling should be perfectly fine. But right now it's stuttering a little bit, I would say, for some reason. But with my daily driving usage, I did not face this issue. Right now, maybe I have a lot of apps here, that's why it's lagging. But yeah, not sure. Let me actually show you. The split top is working perfectly fine here, no problems with that. And even if I do this, as you can see, even after scaling, the split top should be working perfectly fine. And here are the end-to-end Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular build. And by the way, in the recents panel, you are getting the screenshot, then select option and stuff. And if you want to clear all the apps, you can go all the way to the left. And here with the split top apps, it will stay like together over here in the recents panel. If you open two apps in the split top mode, it will stay just like this. You can reopen them and scroll in them or work in them as you want to. So yes, what do I think about the latest build of the EvolutionX ROM? Yes, it has the nothing font and stuff. It has the customization still. The SafetyNet again is passing right out of the box over here. No problems whatsoever with banking apps. And yes, in the DRM info too, it shows as L1. So you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. So that is great. And without that, the sound quality and stuff is great. The video watching experience or like browsing through the internet with Twitter or Chrome and stuff, everything is just working fine. Even for gamers, it should be fine because there is that game space too, as you are noticing. So yeah, all these things are there and you can use it as you want to. But yes, definitely if you don't like or if you hate this ROM, I would say yes, that's your personal choice. You can hate this ROM as much as you want to, but this actually offers everything right out of the box. You can also install ANX camera if you want to. You can watch the guide from the description. So yeah, that's what I think. I definitely love the EvolutionX ROM for the Redmi K20 Pro still, and this is still one of the best ROMs where you get everything like the customization, the 72Hz experience, the daily driving experience is great, and right now after replacing the battery, yes, my battery life has been increased quite a lot. Earlier I used to get 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with EvolutionX. Right now I'm getting a lot more. So yeah, and the charging experience again is really fast, no problems whatsoever that I have faced. So with all those, I can still say EvolutionX is definitely one of the best ROMs for the Redmi K20 Pro, and I'm pretty confident in saying that still. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, share this video with your friends if you feel like. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.